I had this conversation with Irving before.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like, what do you consider him like?
Playing with him?
Is it like would you say it's a good friendship or something?
Oh yeah, I told him this. All right, so I was like I said before. Irving brought this up before about like how he doesn't like labels, and it's because like it's before. Is it fine to say that?
No, that's fine.
Yeah, it's because I told him that.
No names.
No
name dropping.
You gotta believe that. No. I told him that I didn't consider him his friend, my friend. Like he's not my friend, and I told him that, and he got like really. He made me walk all the way because he's like, wait, what do you mean by that? Because I was about to leave. And I was like, I gotta go. No, but then I said, yeah, I don't consider him his friend. But he said, like, do you like he likes labels, and he said it's comforting to him. But like I don't care, but like and a like angle of which I had to like really narrow it down. Then yeah, I would consider him my friend, not my enemy or anything else. But like if you told me like like what is a friend, I would tell you like, well, I mean I had a different perspective, and then I said he wouldn't be my friend.
So you wouldn't label him as friends, but
he doesn't label anything.
But
he's
a
non-labelist.
Yeah, but I'm talking about this.
He
like he
labels
wouldn't label
nothing.
you as a friend.
Yeah.
But you will want him to.
And I told him before. I told him before in business, if we were ever in a business sense where I can get an advantage by screwing him over, I told him I would, and that he should do the same to me.
Yeah, well, he won't. He won't.
I told him like,
because I'm one step ahead,
dude. Yeah, because I told this to mostly all my friends who told me like, who I have this conversation with. It's just two people, mostly three, but I told him that if we ever get into business, like I'm not your friend in business. In business, I'm me. I'm not your friend. I'm the image of American society that they want me to be. Because I'm gonna get ahead. Because I'm gonna get to the top and help people. But even if I have to crush people on the bottom to get on top to help people.
And I mean that kind of goes that works like with work when you're working with a friend or a family member. Like when you're at work, they're your friend. They're not your friend or your family. Like they're just a coworker.
Yeah,
and that's how it should be labeled. I mean, but regarding with that, like I can see. Yeah, I mean,
I think something I've learned about relationships is that you have to disconnect to connect. Which is, I feel like there's the beginnings of your philosophy, and this is just my philosophy, where I understand where you have to at a certain point step away and say I have to focus on me and not care or not let other people's opinions impact me towards the direction I'm going. But with the focus of wanting reconnection again, at least that's what I understand, because that is, for me, I feel like the goal is connection. I think life is only about connection. That's why it's a very interesting philosophy that you have. I'm not, it's your philosophy. I mean, for most people, I think at the end of the day, we want to have people that make us feel connected to the planet and actually more to ourselves. Sometimes I need people to discuss my life with, like you guys. Discussing this whole concept of friendship with others helps me reflect on my ideals, and I need that in my life. I need others to reflect sometimes, and so ultimately, the more I trust you, the more you're within my circle, the more I get to experience that experience, and to me, there's nothing greater, So I think that every step of life is complemented by that process. But if you're saying no, every step of my life is complemented by disconnection completely, that's just very interesting because I'm not used to hearing that. Like that's a very
I remember when I first heard it, I was mad. When he told me, I was
How dare you?
I was upset.
How dare you?
I was like, what? Because it's like I would do anything for him. There's like a few people, like a handful of people that I would do anything for, and he's on that list. And when he was like, "You're my friend," I was like, "Go fuck yourself."
I love you.
I remember telling him.
I love you.
Go fuck yourself.
I remember telling them like look through your phone and tell me who's your friend, like because like he has so many people that he still like. Who do you still talk to? Who do you still do all this connection? And then like, you could see like I told you like that, and you look through it and you realize that not a lot of people you talk to. as friends.
Well, it's cool to have, like, I have a very small, like, I have a lot of people I know, but I have a very small group of people that I really, really trust, and I would really say are within my inner circle, but I would definitely call them my friends. I would probably lifetime.
Like, I only hang out with friends.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
Or who I think are friends.
I guess the question would kind of be like,
I don't know why Jesus is here though.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
I brought you into this world.
I was kidding.
So I mean, like, in a way, you guys can just question this as in like, who can you call and that's kind of like reliable. Like even like Nick Cannon just said, like he doesn't label you as a friend, but what if he like.
If he was forced to you, what is
No,
that? Is that what
yeah,
it was?
if I was forced to label, I'd say he was.
Well, no, but I mean the question would be like if Irving were to have to call someone like in the middle of the night or something, and he would have to call you, like, would you consider that as a friend? Like you, even though you're not gonna label it, but would you consider that a friend?
If he came to me,
like if he came for you like for help, like in the middle of the night or something, like.
Would you help him
Oh,
if it was inconvenient to you? What if he was if Irving needed help, but it was gonna somehow get in the way of something you needed to do that was important? Would you help him?
Depends on how important my thing is. Like everybody has. I'm sorry. No, my perspective, everybody has value. And
Life or death. But your thing is very important.
I would have to, but not because he's my friend.
Yeah, it's because life or death.
It's because it's life or death.
Okay, not life or death.
And because then I would have to go to a funeral, and I don't.
I would help.
Okay.
Oh my God! So you would help him because you don't want to go to a funeral. Holy shit!
and then I'd be the last person he called, and people were like, "Why didn't you help him?" Like,
I wouldn't want to go to his funeral either.
Well,
like nobody would show him.
yeah.
Oh,
I actually want
hold on, but I'm trying to say, like, if you were to like go to like, all right, let's say he happened to be in the emergency room, all right?
Yeah.
And
would I rush over there?
He called you. Would you go?
Where's he going? He's not gonna go anywhere.
No. But I'm saying like no, because you know how
you're like ow. Irving's like ow.
No, I know you won't go.
No, because the thing with me, because I ended up in the hospital one time, and they had told me.
Oh, you're fucked up.
No, I'm kidding.
Well, they had told me, do you have anyone that you can call to come and help you out or something? I was like, I'm just like with my phone, so I don't have like a number memorized. I actually did have my friend's number memorized, but I didn't know if it was the right one. So I didn't want to risk it. So I was like, no, I don't have anyone. Because I didn't have my phone at the moment. My phone was still at the place where I was at. So that's why. So like if he was in that kind of situation where he had to call someone, and he called you up, would you go?
Oh.
And like, let's say you did go, if you saw his phone and he was like, you were like the first contact, how would you feel about
I'll
that?
call his parents and tell them to go.
What's my parents' number, bitch?
I don't know.
So you wouldn't go even if he called you?
If he called me, then he's fine.
No, but like saying like, oh, come over here because he needs help or something.
Wait, if
Like,
I'm in the hospital, I don't need help, right?
No, because like sometimes you need help in for like to get identified. Because for me, I didn't have like ID or anything.
Well, for starters, I would call him.
Yeah, you call Wonderly.
I'd call Wonderly.
No, but I'm saying just for
like for some reason I don't see his number.
Yeah.
Like, I'm retarded and I'm like,
no.
So I saw Data's number.
I'm saying like he pops up first.
Yeah, would he go?
That's not possible. Like realistically, like the reason why I'm harsh on him is because like I know he has him and he has him, so they have like a trusting thing too. But
So you feel like you can't be like the second.
I don't feel like I don't feel like.
That's what it is. He's realistic. He knows he would be like the third one, and it wouldn't be because I don't think he's a good friend. It's like I know that it was either be him, it would be Alex, and it would be like my parents. Like I know for sure.
Are you uncomfortable with people relying on you?
I would say yeah, but like to an extent more like I used to be. Now I'm not. As in like. Actually, no, I still am. I don't like when people rely on me, but it's because I don't want them to be like clinging, like as in like if they rely on me, then they expect me to actually fix it or like do something, and I'm not going to have the capacity to do something.
Have you had a friend that expected too much of you, that expected them to fix their life for you? Because it sounds like you're a little bit traumatized. Like, did you have a bad experience here? Like,
is it
did
me?
Somebody?
Is he too clingy?
Is Irving too clingy?
Conversation over. Get the fuck
I guess it's more. It goes back more when I was a kid, and it wasn't a friend. It was my parents. As in, like, I saw my dad be taken advantage of because, and it's like everything I do is mostly because I want to prove that I'm not like my father. which is that he was naive. He trusted a lot of people. He helped a lot of people in debt, even though his family did not have the money, because he was a good person.
He was helpful.
He was an idiot, but he was helpful. No, he was a helpful idiot. You're right. Sorry, I guess I just have some like disdain towards him that I had to install.
Yeah.
So I saw how like he was getting taken advantage by people we called friends. And all these friends was thrown around. My mother had friends, but she'd talk bad about them behind her back. My father had friends, but they take advantage of him, use his money, get him on drugs so they can sell him more like coke.
So you would say that he, from your point of view, he didn't have friends.
Yeah, he didn't have friends. He had people who used them.
His view, he had friends.
He had
that
friends.
He would consider friends
because he deluded himself.
Right. Yeah. But then when you saw the whole perspective, like from your point of view, you were like, oh, they're not friends. They're taking advantage. Mm-hmm. Something that he didn't see.
Yeah, and he was a kind person. He was like, he helped old ladies. He did all the stereotype, but he was a coke addict, and he was very easy to manipulate because that coke went to his head. Small pea brain, but yeah, I saw that, and then I see like, since I taking more like psychology, because like I want to read it because I want to know when someone's either lying or someone's like has like the 7 universal expressions on their face when they're depressed, sad, or like happy, angry, content. I want to be I want to be able to tell what's going on, and because of that, like I know it's a little bit more things, and it kind of like sucks because like and it's advantage, like it helps me like see people who are bad or people who are good. People who are good getting taken advantage of, but like I don't want to help because that means I would have to invest my time into them, and I don't believe. So
a psychologist who doesn't want to help his patients, like that's kind of a tough sell, brother.
Privacy also.
Because I can't. I know to myself, I'm not going to be like my dad who thinks he can save everyone.
Right, and I don't think psychologists think of themselves as saving people, but I think you're gonna have to invest a bit in understanding how people are. I'm just curious how you're gonna. Obviously, connection and relationships to people are extremely important, and I think it is. You're right in the sense that you're gonna be able to step back and look at it from a very logical perspective. But I wonder if you're gonna be able to understand the emotional depth that people are going through in their relationships if you yourself don't have any.
I believe, which is
no, not I'm just curious. I'm just curious.
I kind of feel like this question took to a different like.
It's good.
No, I mean like no, because I feel like this question had no effect to him, so like he just had to explain like a different side.
But I love this. I love hearing his perspective because I'm curious.
It's
like
interesting.
We're no friends.
Whoa. What are you doing? You're like knocking off the mixer.
Damn my bad. I was trying to move his mic closer.
God, I forgot what I was going to say. Something about. Oh yeah. I believe. Well, I've been reading a lot of books about how emotions trigger and how like things become like this and emotional. I understand the emotional aspect of some things like pathos a bit, but I refuse to dictate my life on emotion because emotion blinds people. Emotion makes people radical, but also gives them compassion and all this. But it's also like, for me, it's like a sad illusion to cling on to this like obsession with happiness that people tend to have, rather than like, because I didn't want. Well, when I was a kid, they wanted to take me to a therapist because they thought I was like depressed, and I didn't want to go because nothing gets more dismissed than a nutcase or someone who's taking therapy. Because that means they're wrong. That means they're bad.
When we were growing up, that's true. Therapy was very stigmatized. Like everyone was like, "Oh my God, you're crazy."
And like, I came to the realization like it's probably a year ago, which is that I want to be, quote unquote, miserable, because like there's a stigma around it. I mean, depressed is bad because it's like, oh, you shouldn't be like that. You should be happy. You should pursue the happiness because happiness makes you feel with joy and things. But to me, it's happiness is like pleading ignorance towards people. It's not like you're like forgetting, but it sort of blinds you in the sense that if I can stay miserable, then I can spot people who are miserable or depressed, and I can help them get out without helping myself, because I don't want to be happy. Because if I'm happy, that means I'll start missing signs. I'll start missing people who are like actually sad, and then because I'm infatuated with my own joy and happiness, because I want to be selfish and indulge myself in mediocre things like entertainment and like materialistic things, like I don't.
So you think people who are happy are just completely distracted and can't be focused and help people?
I think they can, but happiness is, some people dilute themselves of happiness by chasing things that aren't worth their time.
I mean, I agree with you. I think that true happiness is diluted all the time, or like misunderstood. Like people seek happiness in materialism and just all the wrong people and other people, and that's absolutely wrong. But is there, for me, I just feel like you're kind of saying like you can't have a happy, logical person that can be useful.
I believe I could be happy. I have the capacity to be happy. I'm not depressed, like clinically depressed, which is a real thing that you feel no apathy towards things. But we're gonna have to.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
sorry, you took us on a nice trip, on a nice journey.
I mean,
this was a good talk.
Yeah.
It was a good talk.
We can keep it rolling.
Oh god, I forgot. What was it saying?
Boss.
What was it saying?
You're saying that you think you can be happy. You have a capacity to be happy.
Yeah, I have the capacity to be happy. I can easily, like, watch YouTube videos, play video games.
But that's not real happiness. I mean, that's just distraction.
It's pleasure.
Yeah,
it's pleasure seeking, and it's immediate indulgence, and that's. But I'm talking about real happiness. I mean, like internally, fundamentally
bleeding.
happy.
Like you're smiling for no reason.
Yeah, like I'm not talking
drugs.
where you don't need outside stimulus, like internal happiness and fulfillment within, which doesn't require anything besides yourself. That type of happiness, that genuine happiness, that is separate from others and YouTube videos and stuff.
People could be like poor, like have very little, but
right,
really happy,
and genuinely just
Irving.
happy from within. So,
I believe that I could. I don't know. I don't think I can do that. If that's the perspective, I don't think I can do that because
You monster.
I feel myself with so much. It's not pessimistic, but like,
it's slightly
slightly
pessimistic.
That's true. But if you
I mean, like you think things more logically.
Yeah, I can't. I can't be happy. I think I admitted to myself. I actually had a moment, like I think 2 years ago, where I felt like the first time I got close to crying in like 4 or 5 years, which is that when I was at night, it was 12 a.m. I was thinking, and I remember it, is that I realized I'll probably be lonely and never find a partner that I can rely on, and then I just believed in myself that I'm not gonna be happy.
I'm right here
and that's fine. Like I wasn't, after that I wasn't sad, I wasn't happy, I felt just neutral. I felt like, well, if I'm not gonna be happy, that's all right by me. I can just live my life like this.
Do you think that's a reality that you have to accept, or it might be a lack of imagination? Like it could be, if I have this firm belief that you can't be what you can't see. If you don't believe something is possible, or if you can't imagine it first, then it can never even become a possibility for you. Have you thought of yourself ever as someone that possibly can be happy and can still be logical and helpful and still understand misery because you've been within it? Because let me just describe something for myself. I was deeply depressed for a very long time. I was extremely miserable. After the death of my father, I just went down the shithole for many years, and I wallowed in it, and I was in it, and I couldn't imagine a better life. I couldn't imagine connecting with people. I couldn't imagine people understanding me, and it was deep. And this is just my story, but and then I met someone that changed my life and helped me out, and now I have a different perspective on life. But I genuinely, I'm not happy all the time, and I'm not trying to say I'm a happy person. I like to call myself an optimist realist, but I think that I still am helpful to people, not because I'm currently miserable and depressed, but because I was miserable and depressed, and I have a very deep inside understanding of it, but I don't myself need to be in that state to help people who are going through that. I mean, isn't that a possibility as well?
I would believe so. I believe that it is possible. Like everything has possibility. Like probability is also another factor. But
could it be that you just want to be secure?
No,
like from like getting taken advantage of and all that stuff. Like you're just trying to be secure, making sure that you don't get hurt.
Because my whole thing is that instead of connection, I want the opposite. I want to be alone so I can help people without them thanking me, without them like saying, "Oh, you're a nice guy," because I know those words are like, to me those words sound pathetic, like they're calling me pathetic for some reason, because niceness to me has always been like just a nice
weakness.
No, not weakness, but more like words, empty word. It was an empty word because niceness is like I did it because you gave it charity because you like charity, and like no, I did it because it made me feel good, and because the chemicals in my body made me feel like my increased dopamine, because like I'm giving, because I see society say giving is good, so I give, and doing this is good, so I do it, and I feel part of something. But I don't wanna feel that. I wanna feel something that I wanna know what people are like that. I wanna know every stage. I don't wanna wallow, but I wanna dive deeper into the hole, so I can stay there and be complacent with myself. So whenever I see someone fall down, I can pick them back up and go like, yeah, you don't have to be here. Like I'll crack my like with my group of friends, in high school. I used to be a jokester, like a clown. Like I wouldn't, everything I say would be racial because they like shock value, and I would condition my. We
love shock value.
Yeah, I condition my appearance for them to be like a jester, and the butt of the jokes, because for me it didn't hurt because they were happy, and I was like, if these guys are happy, then I guess I'm somewhat happy. And
I just think that's so interesting because you're taking like the greatest self-sacrifice ever to help others, and in a way that is intrinsically kind, and you're arguing against kindness, or that genuine kindness doesn't exist. But if it is the way you're saying it, then you're sacrificing yourself completely, like your happiness for others, which is the greatest gift and the greatest kindness you can give to people. So I think that's really interesting and a little ironic.
Can you not help people without feeling like
I believe
part of something? Sorry, it's just it's because sometimes I do nice things, and it's not because I'm like I want to feel good. It's because I want them
to do nice things.
Not to you, but I do nice things.
He bought me ice cream today.
He didn't buy my gummy bears.
He bought me ice cream.
Yeah, and it's not
he
even
didn't
like
buy my gummy bears.
Yeah, like when I bought her ice cream, like that example, I didn't buy it because I was like I want to make her like I want to feel good.
Mm.
I was just like she wants ice cream. I'm just gonna get her ice cream.
You bought the ice cream because you wanted a date.
Like, and I wasn't like stroking my collar like all the way over here. Like, dude, I'm such a good guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, can you do that?
I didn't even say thank you.
Yeah.
Oh,
no, just
I'm
kidding.
taking it back. Just to let you know.
Well, that goes into the whole.
Well, can that happen, or am I just being?
I'll call him later.
Get some ice cream.
I was gonna say
it's in there.
Well, but it goes down to back to like that's like a psychology angle, which I'm not well versed in it, but I'm gonna give what I am. What
We're all
I'm
done.
gonna say. No.
Yeah, we are.
Well, we are like kind of like that, but
talk to dropout.
Oh, dude.
Dude, we all got something worth talking about, so go for it.
It comes down to like, that's a big other. Well, something that
You
involves free will. No, here I'll keep saying, but
You're trying to take him outside.
No, not like fighting. Like after the podcast, so we don't like drag it.
Oh yeah. If I in a bit, what was I say? Yeah, you did it because either you wanted to do it or like you felt like you have to, as in like you did it because it would make her happy. Hell yeah, you had to.
I would fucking fuck you up if she showed up at this house with that ice cream.
I'm never buying her anything. I thought she was gonna say thank you. You didn't have to buy it, but no.
If you bought my gummy bears, I would have said thank you.
Well, you didn't even say it anyway.
I'm not saying that like being kind is like stroking your own cock, but I'm saying that like I'm saying that you did it because you would have felt bad if you didn't do it, and that's why you did it. You didn't do it because you wanted to, because you would have felt bad.
If you know, like,
because I saw you before where you like you wouldn't give to homeless people because you're skeptical about them, and that's why you don't do it. Yeah. You do it because you're skeptical. You don't do it because you're bad. You know, you give to like you help Wonderly to help him because you believe in him, not because you're like
really you believe in them.
Yeah.
No.
Hey, look how insulting he got. You gotta shut your mouth.
Because he doesn't believe in you, know.
Oh.
But there's things we won't tell each other because the kindness is just like
Wait, so you're saying that he's only doing it because he feels
obligated to? Because you guys are friends for a long time.
I thought that he will feel bad,
because he doesn't really believe in wonderly. He just has to say that he does because it's not real.
Oh.
Well, I'm under the philosophy of Nick Cannon here. Under the philosophy of Nick Cannon, that's what he's saying.
He wasn't supposed to hear that.
That's what you're saying, is that because of the obligation of friendship, he's forced to say things that aren't really true, that he's just saying them out of obligation.
So I say the truth. He knows I just say the truth.
He's forced
I don't
to
like
say
lying
stuff,
to my friends. That's why I'm so open, and I think that's why they hate me, because I'm too open. I say things.
That's why I hate you right now. I'm going to cut you off.
Like your rap sucks, and then they.
Anyways, I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah, but there's a lot of things to talk about, but I don't know.
No, I just think I could do, totally, or like not me, but like I think people can just do nice things because
stop being the spotlight.
Not because they want to, like feel good.
Actually, there's a philosophy on like what charity is. Charity is like the reason why people give is because they believe that they're one day.
Oh, they're doing something good.
No, one day they'll be in that position of the one off asking for help. Oh. So they sort of do that because they believe that's one day. What if they're like that? So they want something to help. So they, like that kindness can go back to them.
That's not what they say at Goodwill, though.
No, I can't see that like overall, with the golden rule way back when you were in like elementary and everything. Like, treat people the way you want to be treated. Like, some people take that to heart to where I want to do this because later in life
they're gonna do that
help and they're gonna end up doing it to me. And actually, that's actually kind of like true. Like that's considered a good karma. Like.
Yeah.
Sometimes, like for me, I paid my parents' rent and I gave like $2,000 to pay things off, and when it came back for tax season, I got like almost half of that back. So I was like, I did something good. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's like
when you help the white kid and he doesn't shoot you when he shoots.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. He gets a pass.
Yeah.
He tells you, hey, get out.
But
hey, bro, stay home.
I want to say that I'm not saying that kindness is bad. I'm just saying that there's a selfish thing behind it. It's like.
And it's an obligation.
And it's an obligation. I'm not saying that it's like.
It doesn't inherently flow from you, and it's not a natural force that just comes within human nature. It's an obligated, selfish thing.
But then again, like it's not bad. I'm not saying like
no,
everyone
I
can
know
be
you're not saying it's bad.
Yeah.
I just think that we just disagree on. I think it can be a lot of things. I think it can have elements of selfishness. Sure, it can have little elements, but it doesn't have to be everything. I don't think everything has to be so black and white. Like, I think one gesture can be an extremely complex thing that can have a little bit of selfishness, a little bit of genuine kindness and genuine selflessness, and it can have a karma influence. Like, it just could be one experience could be hundreds of things combined together, and I think that the human experience just can't be dwindled down to two things, which is obligation and selfishness.
Do you think your opinion is going to change? Like I just want to say, because she's 30, 25. I'm 19, and you're 17. You're young.
Wait. I agreed that she was 25 for the podcast.
Oh, that's right. For the podcast, okay, I'm 25.
Well, the point is,
I don't agree with that. I want to be 30.
And she has life experience from, double your.
Wait.
I didn't even throw that age on you, but
no. But do you think age is something that
is affecting my choice? And that's funny because that's actually that's the reason why they wanted to put me in therapy, because instead of like either praising my outwardness or my different reflection, they thought I was wrong because of my age. They said that you're not in the right mind because you're young. Everything you do is dismissible because you're young. That's what
I don't, and that's why I didn't want to bring up your age, because I genuinely think that you have a very interesting philosophy, and I really appreciate, because when I was at 17, I don't think I could articulate it as well as you could what you're thinking.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, so it's really, really good. I don't think it's wrong. I just think that it's gonna develop even more. It's at its beginning to.
So develop. It can get worse.
It could get worse. It could get. Well, what is worse? It could just get more develop in one direction.
Well, I just want to know if you think it could change because of your age. No, I'm not saying because you're young. I'm saying because throughout like your life you're gonna experience things. Maybe something will your wife or something. Maybe she'll change you around, like something like that. Do you think that can happen?
It's morphing into something else. As in like it's not changing, but like I never really thought of the world as in like. Because it goes back to the huge philosophy, which is like philosophy at the end of the day is trying to justify the pointlessness in life, as in it's everyone's take on it, because at the end of the day, life is pointless, but subjectively, it's worth something to someone. And to me, I took that to heart, as in that everyone is chemically like made. Every reaction you made is a chemical reaction. Everything you do is because chemically you're programmed to do, hardwired to do it. You're groomed from a small little infant into the thing you are now, which I think I have some sort of like determinism, which is that I believe that free will is sort of like a gray area, which is hard to like really, which is why one of the things that frustrates me is that people some people will point fingers to bad people and say they're bad, but that's it. Like how they did to Hitler. Like Hitler did atrocious things, but there's a reason why they do it. There's a reason behind why people are evil or bad or like do murder or rape. And
yeah, because in his eyes he was doing something.
Because
great.
it makes sense to them, and a lot of people just want to scrap the surface and go like, he's bad. Everyone who does this is bad. And everyone has their own sense of like morality and sense of like righteousness that they want to feel. And to me, I don't like that, because to me it seems more like arrogant to say that, oh, they did this because I know that this set of events is indefinitely caused by this. It's because they're either angry or like they're just crazy or
right. Absolutism and generalizations are extremely bad, you know, and just scratching the surface of things is bad. So I don't know. That's we all should just be careful with that.
1 hour.
Oh wow!
Sorry.
Okay, yeah. I didn't know we could even get an hour.
Yeah.
Ooh, we got an hour.
I mean, I'm just letting you guys talk.
No, okay.
Sorry.
We should wrap it up.
Yeah,
we should wrap it up.
Let's
Anyways,
Wrap it up. We still like on the second question.
we were on the second question.
That's what I was saying. Like,
no, but we can wrap it up. I think that was
What's
good
the
enough.
third one, anyways?
the third one. I mean,
What's the nicest thing
Describe
anyone's done for you?
because I mean, at this point, it feels like he's not like in any toxic relationship, and I feel like he said he doesn't label anyone as a friend. So it's like, I don't know. It's kind of hard to like.
But I think it was.
Well, just to let you know, David, no homo. I have your back.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey,
you call on me.
Well, he doesn't have your back.
That's
though.
true.
That's cool. I rely on other people.
Wait. What would you do if you got like jumped and then he's just like he was there? And
I know this. This is why I know he would help.
Oh, he would help you.
I'm
out.
realistic that I know he would help.
Will you help him?
Yeah.
If
If I'm right there, why wouldn't I help someone in trouble?
I'm not a runaway.
I'll just run away and tape it.
Because if I run,
You put it on YouTube.
Yeah,
if I run away, then he'll tell everybody I run away, and then that'll cause a problem for me. So then I have to like do crowd
So
control.
it's self-interest.
I'll just
why
say
it doesn't
Self-interest.
happen.
I don't want people to believe I'm kind or nice because I'm doing things logically.
It sounds messed up, but he will do it.
Yeah.
That's the
why-
point, and that's what matters,
that's-
because
that's
actions
why- that's
matter.
what matters.
That's why I'm like,
In this
if
world.
they said that I ran away, I'll just be like, no, you're lying.
I know a
I
certain
was
person
never there.
that if I got jumped, he would run away. I'm not naming him. He's
Well,
not in this
really?
room. He's not in this room.
That guy. That's good.
But it's that dude. That's good.
All right, yeah. Well, I liked it because we got to explain our philosophies on friendship, and that was more than I expected. So,
Something we
It's-
didn't expect.
right.
Like,
So we can definitely leave it at that because
I mean, yeah, I guess it's all your
Cool.
you guys'
we could
call
do
right
part 2 good stories next time.
Yeah, good story.
Hey, I'll put in good stories. Then.
Yeah, there you go.
Remember that time I saved you? You were drowning in the ocean. I saved
Dude,
you?
yeah.
Very
dude.
nice.
now. Now you're just making shit up.
No, I'm
I
not.
had a slave dragon.
Oh yeah, remember? I still remember that. When did I
Wrap
slay
it
the
up,
dragon for me?
bit. I mean, just kidding.
Oh, you just gave the cue. All right, we're gonna wrap it up. That's it. Until
Thank
next
you.
time.
Yeah,
Alright,
bye.
Thank you
bye.
for listening.
Please
Thanks,
watch.
Anish.
Please share.
Mau mau.
Uncanny Comedy. Go check them out. They're pretty
They
funny.
always suck. That's what I'm trying to help them out.
Oh.
All right.
I love you guys.
Thank you.
All right.
We love you too as a
I hope
group.
you didn't see the new video.
Oh.
Oh my God.
yeah.
Wait, we have
Okay.